Usa ka iladong abogado ug personalidad sa Sugbo miagi usab og mga hagit isip miyembro sa LGBTQIA community. Mao ba?
That would have to be 12 years old because that's sexual orientation. And then when I went to gender identity, this is kind of like, first sexual orientation, then gender identity. When they come to gender identity, I never felt that I accepted myself as not as a heterosexual male or a gay man. I then identified myself as a girl. That was my gender identity. Then gender expression, I started expressing as dressing up as a woman, putting on makeup and everything. That was maybe in my professional career, professional years na.
Tulo ka pulong ang iyang gigamit sa paghulagway sa iyang coming out story. Mao kini ang
Fear because you don't know what to do, because you're afraid that your family might let you leave the house. You don't have shelter anymore. You don't have a home. You will not have allowance every day. You're afraid that your dad will physically hurt you or abuse violently in the house. You don't know kung tagdon pa ba kasi mong mama. O no, kay hadlo ka. Or afraid ka nga mugawas ka nga itont ka sa imong friends. Bugal-bugalan ka. Second is faith. Faith because you must have this struggle inside that there is a higher being who created you. So you question your faith. And that is why my faith was tested as well. Their fear, then faith, and then maybe the last should be freedom. Because after you have broken ceilings from fear, from faith, then you achieve freedom. And that just be yourself. And that's the three words: fear, faith, and freedom. Magkatawa ko kay how did it come from? Like, for example, the principal told my dad na, uy, imong anak ba nagikid-ikid lagi na sa school? Ana, so my dad will ask me, uy, in Mandaue, and then, kung nag-ikid-ikid mo kuno ka, unsa man nag-ikid-ikid yung pula, naglakaw raman ko. I never thought that was different. Naglakaw ako rang usa, I was walking, but deep inside me, oh my God, it was wrong because what I was thinking at that time, I was a princess. Kanang mga you watch movies nga princess maglakaw-lakaw sa mga bush. Abing ako to. And then nakitaan ko sa principal, and then I was called, and then my dad called my attention, and I said, that was wrong. I never thought it was wrong. I was just walking. And then another instance na po, ipatawag na po ko because ang ako kunyong tinuryahan is very ladylike. Oh, it's wrong. So these realizations, I tried to change, but then it was not me. The struggle of pretending to be someone. Grabe kaayo na struggle. Yeah, that's how the struggle was, the coming out.
bisan pa sa kalisod, miabot ang panahon sa pagdawat gikan sa iyahang pamilya ug sa trabaho.
Dads before, in the 80s and 90s, they don't listen to you. They give you the order. Reform or get out. And my dad was a disciplinarian. He was not somebody that you can talk to just easily. And over time, he was one of the easiest people to talk to when he started accepting me. But prior to that, and as a parent, I understand where he was coming from. He was also in the vessel of fear. Nga, unsa na lang akong anak? Kung magbinayot pa niya akong anak, asa na lang ni siya ibutang? Or if you cannot, then act it out. Be butch it up. Hay, lisod to oy. Kay puro lalaki akong classmates, I can't. And the thing was, puro lalaki akong classmates, but my classmates treated me like a girl. Di ako na po'y babae, wala ko kasabot to get ani kalibutan na. So, the first thing that I encountered professionally, the second job was a struggle. When I became the chief of staff of Mayor Bejo Romualdez, the first time I was there was already a big protest among employees in the city government because there were benefits that the mayor refused to give. Because I was his chief of staff, I was the one who were holding everything for signature, and I did not yet make the mayor sign because I had to review everything. The problem was, nakadugay, suko kay sila nako. And to the extent na nagbutang na sila placards outside City Hall of Tacloban, pauli bayot, the struggle of you not being accepted and you only being judged because you belong to that community. That was a struggle. It took me years to have a full tolerance and acceptance over among the employees in Tacloban City. When I became a lawyer, I would remember my first day in law in the court. It was one of the most struggling part for a new lawyer not because of your case. What? Ready kita sa case, no? Feeling na to bright bit ta. But the biggest struggle that I've had as a trans person was what to wear. Ang say musulubon sa korte. Kay in 2014, the rules of court was very clear. Now, once you're a male lawyer, you can only wear barang Tagalog and coat and tie. So it was very, very strict. And you know, my first time was that when I made my appearances and then the judge said, "Excuse me, counsel, how do I address you? Panyero o panyera?" And wako nakatingog. Your Honor, I will leave it to the pleasure of the court. And the judge said, "I will call you panyera because you're very beautiful." And I said, "Your Honor, put that in record, please." But yes, professionally, it's a struggle every day until now. You know, pronoun use is still a struggle. In the office, I never mind to be called sir. Ang nayuban magma'am, uban para na lang ko an gender free ta attorney. Kana siya gender free kay na. But these are things nga kuan gihapon that are issues. For a lot of my friends in the community, dead naming is also a problem to them. When you say dead naming, kana kang gipangalan ka Agripino pagkabata, sa imong birth certificate, and then later on you would say nga my name is Pines, and then Agripino gihapoy ipangani mo.
Misuway siya sa pagsulod sa politika ug nakita niyang laing hulagway sa realidad gawas sa opisina. Ug kung siyang nakadaog, mao kini ang unang lakang gusto niyang buhaton alang sa LGBTQIA community.
I was never a politician, and our family has never been into politics as well. So the first time that somebody jumped in the row of politics was me. That's why it was also a struggle. But what I learned from it is that politics success is measured by votes, but for me, what measures you as a person, especially when you run for politics, is your desire to serve and the people you have touched. And I'm very happy. Wala gyud regrets that I went into politics, even if I lost that race. It was for me an opening of another opportunity. Oh, the first thing will be the SOGI Equality Bill, of course. No, I'm part of the community, and how can I move in Congress if I'm not protected by it? That is why one of the first things that I would really forward, if I could have been there, was the SOGI Equality Bill. And to erase any misnomer and misconception of the SOGI, it is just really equality among all, not for LGBT people only, but even for heterosexual people, men and women, and the LGBT community. Ngayon makasulti man taan na, because not everybody who looks like a man feels like a man. Gets ka? And that's supposed to protect you. Okay, because walay i-discriminate ba? That's how the SOGI is. So let's erase the misconception na, we wanted privileges. Dili na, sayop gid na. When I said fear, faith, and freedom, when you reach freedom, you don't anymore have to beg for acceptance. Not anymore. If you don't accept me, fine with me, I'll go and find a safe space. If you don't respect me, I'll just get out of the table. If you don't need me, then I'll go somewhere else where I'm needed. That is freedom. And when I've reached that pinnacle already of freedom, then for me, there are no more barriers anymore. So, you understand me, you respect me, you love me, you hate me, I'm here. I will stay. If you cannot, then you better be the one getting out. Sa content na ni siya, ay nako. Okay. You know, it's part of the system. I like the quote that they say, you know, you handle bashers by saying that nobody will bash you if you are not relevant. You are relevant in life. And you're being bashed endlessly. It means you mean something to them. That's why they do this. Basta, not ad hominem attacks. I don't like ad hominem attacks, no? For me, ad hominem attacks do not hurt me. It's just that it precipitates the level of discussion down. And I don't like that. You know, sometimes we have to up the discussion, up the debate. Oh my God, when I can sleep. The most fulfilling day is when I get home and I start hugging my dog, and then I would never hear any bad news from family, that everybody's healthy, and that I will hold the hand of the man that I love and say, this has been a best day.
Ug alang sa mga batanong miyembro sa LGBTQIA community, mao kini ang iyahang mensahe.
Let's say, most conservative professions that you have in a country or in a community are lawyers. So for me, I get to offer that inspiration to younger trans people, to younger men and women, boys and girls, to tell you that, you know, your dreams are not limited. You have to go beyond it, and you cannot achieve it overnight. You have to really work for it. And this is just a fair warning, because in our generation right now, it takes a woman double the effort for a man to achieve her dreams. Again, it takes a woman double the effort of a man to achieve her dreams. For us in the LGBT community, especially for trans people, it takes 5 times the energy of that woman to really be accepted. And so be prepared for that. Ayaw pagluya-luya, di na pwede. Kailangan push ka. You cannot say, dili na ko kutob. No, ayaw day, dili na pwede. You have to really push yourself and achieve that something. Mau ba?